In the Boundless Psychology article titled Gender Roles and Differences, the author goes into detail about the differences between sex and gender. Although sex is something that is determined by the presence of certain reproductive organs, gender is the choice of the individual, but can sometimes be determined by what society expects. The stakeholders addressed by this statement are those who have preconceived notions of what role sex plays in gender. Most feminine roles include submissive, passive, and nurturing roles that are a direct contrast to the masculine roles of power, strength, and dominance. The author goes on to explain that people outside of these gender roles are discriminated against, conveying the main problem of these stereotypes: discrimination. The clip I'm going to show you next is from the movie Don John.
Listen, I'll just be a second, okay?
No, but come here.
What?
You're not gonna go buy a mop right now. It's embarrassing, okay?
Oh, babe, I told you, it's not a mop, it's these pads.
I don't care. You shouldn't be doing your own housework anyway.
Why not?
Because you're a grown man. I mean, you shouldn't be cleaning your own floors.
Oh, I enjoy doing it.
Look, you know what? I'll call Rosa for you. She'll do your place.
Who?
Rosa, my cleaning lady. She's great.
Oh, babe, no. You know, thanks, but I like doing it myself.
What, you kidding me? Come on, you don't gotta be doing that.
Nah, babe, she won't do it right anyway. You gotta vacuum my carpet a certain way or else it looks
Don't talk about vacuuming in front of me. Come on.
Why? What's wrong?
Why? Because
Women
it's
are
not
not the only
sexy.
gender that fall victim to these stereotypes. In a clip I'm going to show you, it's from a Disney movie called Beauty and the Beast that shows exactly what it is to have stereotypical masculine features, just like all of these actors. Gaston is shown as being substantially taller than the other men, with bulging muscles and a strong jawline. He's also hanging out at a beer joint, and is shown to be aggressive, punching and wrestling with his friends.
Gosh, it disturbs me to see you, Gaston, looking so down in the dumps. Every guy here'd love to be you, Gaston, even when taking your lumps. There's no man in town as admired as you. You're everyone's favorite guy. Everyone's awed and inspired by you, and it's not very hard to see why. No one's slick as Gaston, no one's quick as Gaston, no one's next as incredibly thick as Gaston, for there's no man in town half as manly. Perfect, the pure paragon. You can ask any Tom, Dick, or Stanley, and they'll tell you whose team they prefer to be on.
And like girl things, like ballerinas and unicorns and makeup and pink.
Stuff that girls do, like put on makeup.
Girl traits.
Probably just girly, like people act like a girl. Pink, flowers, rainbows.
Girly stuff. And
Male things, like sports and tank tops and backwards visors.
Guys going to go do manly things like work out and move rocks. I don't know, something like that.
Masculine, I immediately think of the Hulk. I think of like strong.
Stereotyping based on gender. So, like, thinking a girl can't do something because she's a girl, or a guy can't feel some way because he's a guy.
wants men to be a lot more magnetic and like be more masculine. Like,
Classifying something that a guy would do compared to what a girl would.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
yeah, you know,
Again, people thinking that you can't do something as well as them because you're a girl.
I'm in a frat, so girls and other guys sometimes classify me as douchey when I'm not even, like they haven't even met me or something.
Well, being 6'8" and 260 pounds, everyone always thinks that apparently big people don't feel pain.
I think it sort of perpetuates gender stereotypes because they advertise to women and men in the way that stereotypes are thought of.
Like there's always stereotypes in media, like it's girls and guys.
I think we still live in a kind of a masculine, a men kind of driven society.
A lot of sexualization of women.
Yes, why? Because they cause misconceptions about people, and again, you know, girls can do things that guys can do, and people can't just assume because they're a girl.
Yeah, I think it's an issue because it just really limits what a person can do.
Depends on the situation, I guess.
Why?
Because some people can take offense to some stereotypes. Some people embrace it.
I'd say it definitely is an issue.
Advertising and commercials, because they're trying to sell something.
The cooking shows, and most of them are girls, and you always see sports, and most of them are guys.
I think modeling for girls, and then sports for guys. Like, guys have to be all manly, and then girls have to be like skinny and pretty.
Ads sell more than products. They sell values, they sell images, they sell concepts of love and sexuality, of success, and perhaps most important, of normalcy.
So a little boy baby is born, and the doctor says, of course he's not going to use the term gender, but he's going to say, this is a boy baby. He's got a weenie, he's a boy baby. And from that is going to follow a whole range of ways that his parents are going to treat him, his teachers are going to treat him. The Toys R Us is literally two stores. There's the boy store and the girl store. And the girl store is pink and full of baby dolls and fashion accessories and, you know, Barbie makeup kits. And the boys store is full of action heroes and toy guns. And the media has literally been able to create a whole race of perfect human beings, right, that we all look at and decide, oh, well, I'm flawed, I don't look. The media can have an extremely negative effect on perpetuating stereotypes, particularly stereotypes of what boys and girls, men and women are supposed to look like. Because the media is so visually. My daughter is on the baseball team. At first, they wouldn't even let her on the baseball team because she's a girl. She's supposed to go on the softball team. She didn't want to be on the softball team. She likes baseball. She doesn't consider softball and baseball to be the same sport. And we fought it, and they let her on the baseball team. You know, in the end, she's probably the most useful player they have because she can play any position. But here's the funny thing. This happened just last week. She called me up and she said, Mommy, I have something so funny to tell you. They made me wear a cup.
The purpose of our monument is to place emphasis on gender stereotypes. Our half-man and half-woman drawing illustrates the equality of men and women. Our plan is to have this drawing placed on our bumper sticker to promote awareness for gender stereotypes everywhere. As a group, we feel as if everyone should be able to fulfill their own wants and desires without influence from the media.
Alright, I believe gender stereotypes are good because they serve society a structure and they let everything be ordered.
I believe gender stereotypes are bad because they don't give men and women an equal opportunity to thrive in this world and reach their goals.
I think to a certain extent gender stereotypes can help benefit society, and they shouldn't just be over-enforced to the point where people feel uncomfortable.
When you are confined to a mold such as gender stereotypes, you can no longer grow as a person.